So a week from today, we're going to be talking about the best Super Bowl moments, but many former NFL players are going to be busy counting their weekend's earnings from making paid appearances at events with a corporate gig or four over the weekend. Retirees from the sport can rake in big bucks. Here to tell us how this works is Robert Tuchman. He's the president of sports marketing firm Goviva. Now, this is really interesting. And now, first of all, I want to know how you know all about this. You've actually brokered some of these deals, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, this is probably going on my 18th Super Bowl that we've actually put together. My company, Goviva, we put together all these experiences to go to the Super Bowl. If you need tickets or luxury suites, we take care of that. And as part of that, we do a lot of appearances with former NFL players, current NFL players who show up for these corporate events. So over the years, I mean, we've booked probably over 200 people during Super Bowls. So it's a big business.
Right, and these guys can earn some pretty big money. They're doing multiple events, and I mean, what's the range that people get paid for showing up, and what kind of events are we talking about?
Absolutely. So basically, if you look at it, there's a different range for the different level of caliber of players. So if it's Joe Montana or Phil Simms, those guys can earn up to $40,000, $50,000 an appearance. That's a 2-hour appearance.
A 2-hour appearance, $40,000, not
40,
bad.
Not bad, right? 2 hours work, could do that. But also, if you have a look at some of the other players who might not have been on that level, might not be on the speaking circuit, might not be as polished, you're looking anywhere from $5,000, $10,000 for a 2-hour appearance, which isn't bad either. Of course, I would take that. But you do see that there are a lot of opportunities for these guys, and they know it too, because they specifically want to come into town specifically to work. That's what a lot of these former players do. This is their opportunity.
So they fly in, do some events, and head out of town and
They take off before the game. Most of them,
they're not stay for the game.
They're here to work. This is where they get a lot of their business during the year. It's where they can collect fees, they can do work, they have tons of opportunities for speaking engagements, and this is their opportunity to do that. I mean, these guys have been to many football games. What they're here to do is really to earn some money and do some appearances.
Right. I mean, they're all giving speeches because some are better at speaking than others, just like all of us are. Yeah. So what can you do if you're a former famous NFL player? What can you do if you don't give a good rousing speech?
Well, most years you have a golf tournament. That's obviously not happening this year. But basically, if you look at it, from what you can do and what they will do is, one year in Detroit, for instance, when the Super Bowl was there, we had a celebrity poker tournament. So they can show up. You can also do just meet and greets, on a personal level, have someone show up at your office or at your party that you're doing at the Super Bowl and just have someone really mingle with clients, talk about some of the old games. And really what it's about, is more of just that one-on-one interaction, getting to meet those people. And clients, I mean, they love it. People who have thrown these events for their clients, it's a really unbelievable thing, just the added value they get out of that. So there's a lot of things they could do, but this year it's New York, you got snow, so.
Hey, it's New York, you also have money. That's the other thing you've got in New York.
And you're absolutely right. Let me tell you, we have had many more bookings this year because it's a lot of local corporations that are doing their own little events. So they're not going to the game, but we're doing tons of events where basically players are showing up at some of the local corporate offices, which you don't get many other years. But this year, we're doing a lot of those events. And also what you get is you get a lot of former players who played in this market who still live here. And those are a lot of times the people that these clients want to see, because those are the people that they grew up watching. So a lot of business going down this week in New York.
Robert Tuchman, president of sports marketing firm Goviva. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great Super Bowl weekend.